Trust, yeah. Competition looking hella washed. But you said you ain't tricks, man, I got what you drove. Yeah, looking at the game, it's looking hella toss. Yeah, running circles round it while they're trying to cross. Yeah, fast creative players, I want 10 of those. Yeah, this year I'm playing, smashing hella pros. Yeah, about to witness one tactical masterclass. Yeah, you gon' get embarrassed if you dare pose. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? We got some ooh now. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Yeah. Oh, chaps and chapheads. My goodness me, I didn't know we were rolling. I actually didn't know we were rolling. We're getting the ball rolling too. I think we're getting some kits and players in. We're actually doing the most. We've got the Barcelona kits, the Emirates Stadium. So if we're looking to be a big club, we need a big home. We need the fans to be happy. We need nice seats. I've actually ordered the best seats. If you're a fan of this club, you've got the best seats in the house every single time. What's that called? I think it's like lumbar support. Something like that. All the seats have got lumbar support. If you're wondering why the team's so bad, and everyone's got icons, everyone's got sick teams, we've just got lumbar support. We've got the best chairs. We're making investments in all the wrong places. And trust me, that's on the board of directors. That's not on me. But it's still kind of vibey too. Speaking of vibey, it's kind of a weird vibe. We're going into squad battles. Now, that's not something I thought I'd ever say. But a previous manager from one of the games in the previous episode, Hayden H, decided to team up with me and go into some squad battles games and play against the AI. We just wanted to see, you know, we knew they were artificial, but are they intelligent? And it didn't seem like it. It's on ultimate difficulty. And I like how two kind of strategists of the game have come together and said, you know what, lad, let's put our differences aside. I've said to him, you know what, like, I know I've sent you for a hot diggity dog. Hot diggity dog. Shout out Mickey Mouse. That's actually a banging little, I think it was Mickey Mouse at a clubhouse or something like that back in the day. But nonetheless, we've come together, despite our differences, me and Hayden H, and we said, let's actually grind out some squad battles games and get some diddly dobs, and perhaps even reach the top of the leaderboard on the road to glory as well. That's where we're looking to do the most. We played a couple of games, and then I decided enough's enough, lad. It's time for some div rivals, because we actually, you know, as much as I'd like to sit there all fine and dandy playing squad battles all day, I do actually need to get serious, kind of down to business, because if we're looking at the objectives for the club, what we're looking to do with this club, FUT Champions is very much on our agenda. We need to place well in FUT Champions. That is what the board of directors have set out as the targets, to finish top 100 this year. My goodness me. That's tough. That's tough, man. I haven't done that since FIFA 17. And I told them that. But they just said, you know what, lad? You got to do it this year. Or that's it. You're done. So everything that I potentially build on this club, if I don't get top 100, is going to be going down the pan. And I have to do it with the strats as well. We're not going for the meta. We're not going for the boring meta, man. At the end of the day, it's just a little bit dead in there. Like, I don't want to be playing like the rest of the lads, playing the 4-2-3-1s, playing the 4-1-2-1-2s, the 4-4-2s, whatever it be. I mean, fair enough, we could actually transition to playing some of those formations as long as we're still bearing in mind a lot of the kind of Guardiola philosophy or whatever it might be, like playing with some proper football strats, even within those formations. I think Guardiola, there is a famous quote from the boy saying formations are kind of just phone numbers, you know. It's not necessarily about the actual formation, but rather about how you're playing within that formation. And, you know, we'll go further in depth on stuff like that within this road to glory, further down the line. My goodness me. But for now, I think we're just getting the diddly dobs. I think we're just sat here screaming. And here's the thing. If we lose, the club's gone. I forgot to say that now, joking. That's what I actually do on pro clubs, though. When we lose, the club goes. But on this, we're trying to keep some sick little unbeaten streak. Now, I don't know if it could be done. And this, like, Gareth Bale has actually kind of come round. And I think I'm playing against a decent kind of strategist here. And he's very much figured me out early doors. Bale is getting in that little space between the left back and the left centre back. And he's causing a whole host of problems early doors in this game. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's not something that you'll usually see. People genuinely stealing strats. I mean, they're stealing strats, and then they're stealing Mbirchy strats type thing, because there's very different levels to the game, you know. There's obviously people just, like, going out with a game plan of a 4-4-2. Just sit there nice and balanced, or sit there, park the bus. We're looking to do... He's actually looked at some of the more concepts, like the little triangles, the little overloads on the left side of a pitch. At times, I mean, whoa, let's keep this quiet. Telling too many people now. We'll have to we'll have to go into some tactical analysis, some little breakdowns here and there later down the line, because this is really stuff that you have to earn your way into the keep type thing. You have to earn your way into the manager's room to have a little chat about some of the strats and all of that. But in this game, like I say, we're 2-1 down. It's looking difficult, but we're just going at him relentlessly at this point. It's this point where I'm literally screaming. I was screaming at the lads. And it's lucky that in this realm there is fans here. Because otherwise they would be able to, or you'd be able to hear just how loud the boy can be. And I actually have this guy who stands next to me that's designated. I've just got him because he's really good at screaming. So when we need to kind of reinforce, especially when the crowd are going mad in these kind of games, I just get this lad to scream whatever I'm saying. And he's just loud as hell. His vocal cords can take it. I mean, he's a bit of a G, to be honest, but I'm not sure why, once again, the board of directors is forking out about 50k a week for him. So, very questionable sort of payments being dished out, but yeah, we're 4-3 down at this point, and this is when I'm genuinely sweating, because I've actually made a speech before the game saying, you know what, lads, I think we're going to get to Division 1 unbeaten. And at this point, I'm like, what have I done? It's like the classic Anakin quote, and I'm proper shook. I'm proper shook, but I was hoping, you know, what else did the board of directors pay for? And I think you're about to see. But nonetheless, we're going down this left-hand side. Vinicius Jr. going up. Visco. Abeg. Insigne. Oh, my days. We got it now. It's in the next game, you see it. But look at that. Those lads looking a bit distraught. Looking a bit beaten. Like they've just been rinsed. And that's the thing. We've earned a point, and it feels to some like a victory. And they got into the changing rooms, and they're all sort of screaming like, yes, let's go. We did it. And obviously I was relieved. But at the same time, I've walked into that changing room, rather. There's only one. And, goodness me. It's lucky they don't record what goes on in the changing rooms, because me and, I think, Benji, and I've actually got my mate Nick Brez to come in with the knuckle dusters again. And, bit of a bust up, to say the least. That's all I'll say on that. I don't really want to go too far into that sort of stuff, because it can start getting a little bit gory, a little bit gruesome. You know, this is meant to be a PG channel, but there was some good swings. But nonetheless, Sergio Ramos having a go. We're 2-0 down. And this is when fully, like, it's a big club. You know, it's a big club. And potentially my contract's on the line. You've already seen it once, but you're going to see what the board of directors have been splashing all their coins on, man. I knew it went somewhere. And trust me, it looks like a good investment. So, Sterling, having a go with 3-2 down. And best believe, man, Nicky Brez, my guy Nicholas Breslin, will make your head spin. Because if you thought the bust up last game was bad, wait until you see after this game what I'm seeing here. So here we go. He's got the ball. I'm pretty sure there. But the board of directors have forked out a lot of dough to make sure any sort of decision that looks anything like a penalty is going to be a penalty. And don't worry about the footage, because the footage is actually delayed by about 2 minutes and they CGI all of that. So we forked out a stupid amount on the CGI costs and all of that, and the production costs, to make that look like a penalty there. But believe me, it wasn't anywhere near catching the player. He actually got the ball very cleanly, I can guarantee you that. So yeah, we're going into well, basically another draw. But the problem is that at this point the confidence of the players is down a bit, and plus they've been demolished a couple times. My guy Nicholas Breslin once again just bought a new pair of knuckle dusters because they were that sort of battered and bruised, to be quite honest with you. So, yeah, Calvert-Lewin, just doing dances. It's like, this is a really mediocre club right now. I'm not happy at all. We're seeing opposition players just dancing around in our box. But like I say, the CGI is going on a mad one. We're full on penalty merchants at this rate. And, you know, at the end of the day, if you can't beat them, join them. I would have personally done the same for the other club. Like, they should just be doing the same. Because it's clearly working for us. It's clearly working. We're getting like 2 penalties a game right now. It's ridiculous. So we're 1-1 at this point. Still looking pretty mediocre. Visca cuts inside, slots it away. So one thing that I forgot to mention actually is that we did have a left back on overlap and it was causing a lot of problems. Not just for them, but actually mainly for me really. Because it was getting so... He thought he was a striker at times. He was just going forward, leaving his post. And we were suffering. We really were suffering. It's that simple. It's 3-3. Like, these games are way too close, man. Yeah, I'm just not happy looking at it. Like, there is going to be tough times in order to become the best. Oh, yeah, so another thing as well, right? They've announced that they've delayed FUT Champs. Oh, my days. Another penalty. Oh, we'll keep that quiet. We'll just talk about something else for now. So, yeah, FUT Champs has been delayed by a day. And I'm pretty sure last time that FUT Champs was on Saturday, Sunday... That was FIFA 17. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I seem to remember FIFA 17 was the time where I got top 100, man. I mean, the glory days. Some are saying, you know, some are saying in the crowd, they're sitting there, they're screaming. They're saying all sorts of stuff. It's rumour mill, but they're saying top 100 is coming back to the club. They're saying the glory days are coming back. Some are even saying number 1 in the world. And they are the delusional lot, believe me. But it's possible. And trust me, I mean, it would actually be sick to do it on this Rose of Glory. It would actually be... It would be mad to do it for Lego Padme. I did promise Lego Padme that I would do that. So, if you don't already know, Geezy Genius is my assistant manager. Now, he's actually got a lot of coins. A lot of dough. Some people actually like to call him the sugar daddy of FIFA Ultimate Team. When I say dough... When I say coins, I mean this guy is literally screaming. So we play a load of squad battles games because at the moment we need all the coins we can get. And squad battles is kind of jokes to 2 people. So I'm just going to show a compilation of some of the goals.
Front and a goal right off the bat. No wonder they're jumping for joy. Progress with the ball at his feet. Mendy, Mbappe in the centre. Oh, tremendous goal! Technical excellence to finish that one off. Wonderful to have that in your repertoire. He's trying to create something. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike.
Di Maria. A goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Gomez. Henry. In it goes! A 3-goal. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Oh, burying them beneath an avalanche.
Producing entertaining football. Let's see if we get that.
Rabiot. And here's Henry. A truly magnificent start. An early goal in the game. Just what they were hoping to produce.
Well, he's gone for pure power, and why not when you've got a rocket in your boot? What a strike.
Mate, just listen to the vibes in the Emirates as well. Like, the crowd were going pretty mad. We did have to play music over them at times because they weren't celebrating loud enough. But, yeah, no, it's actually a pretty nice atmosphere in there, I feel like. So, the club's going pretty well. Henry was scoring goal after goal. I mean, like I say, Geezy Genius. The boy has got some racks. Also, check him out on YouTube as well. He's actually got a YouTube channel, which is, you guessed it, Geezy Genius. Trust me, man. So, another thing as well is that I've also heard, if you were to look on the squad battles leaderboards now, there's been a couple of chaps that are kind of vibe you up on that leaderboard. I don't know whether there's any sort of Mbirchys, any Geezy Geniuses or anything like that. It's only low-key stuff I've heard. I haven't heard nothing, man. Could be vibing to check it out. Low key, man. Alright, so Vinicius Jr. going over to your boy, Julian Brandt. We're getting the goals. And that's what I needed. Like, I needed the squad to actually show a bit of passion, to actually respond to some of what I was telling them. Because they were just looking a bit flat. They fell a bit flat, man. Gonna make me cry. Gonna make those tears go. And nobody wants to see that, man. So, yeah, I mean, I basically just told him. I said to him, you know, we've slapped you up a couple times. I could get Nicholas Breslin back in it, but I just feel like you need to start playing. Play for the badge. Play for the team. I say play for the badge, but then they just made that sick little comeback of, but mate, there's no badge on Ultimate Team right now in game. And I was like, that's pretty jokes. Like, I had to hand them to it. That was pretty jokes. And then I did actually get Nick Brez to knock him out straight after he said that, but it was pretty jokes, to be fair. So, yeah, we're getting down the line in, getting Insigne straight through the middle, rather. He's banging that every single day of the week. And they were responding. I don't know whether it was that initial sort of, I don't know, perhaps they were just in a bit of a slump, really. Perhaps they just were just a little bit scared. And all of a sudden, they're just playing with the tactics properly. We did actually go through a couple more training drills, to be fair, because I want to be taking all the credit, not the players. There was some more training drills, which I was very specific on. I got some very good instructions in. And they just seemed to play way better after that. I'll be honest. Yeah, it's all that. Now I think of it, you know. Now it really comes down to it. I reckon it was all of that. It was just my training drills, my tactics. All me. Trust. Yeah, it's vibey. So, yeah. We're looking to do what I told them to do it, which is just little 1-2s. Brandt getting it away. What's he going for here? Slots it. The little slot machine. 5-0 win. And it's a different type of performance. The crowd are loving it this time. They are actually screaming. Genuinely, we didn't have to play any music this time type thing. Because it was just raw atmosphere. And you could tell they were loving the seats as well. I've had a lot of people message me just saying, fair enough, lad. Like, we're paying a bit too much for the tickets at times, but at least the seats are banging. Some other lads on Twitter, I shouldn't really be reading this, but he just said, shocking performances, but decent seats at least. And until those 2 games, he was right there. Until those recent games, he was actually alright. But now we've got the good seats. We've got the good performances. And it's all coming together. It really is all coming together. And then in squad battles, we've got the financial backing, it seems, with Geezy Genius to have one of the sickest teams about. Which is just, it's just sexy. It really is just very sexy. So, going into the next game, we're up against some lads that I could tell this is actually one of those lads that had something against me. Because when I sat down, well, first of all, he didn't even shake my hand. So that obviously is a clear kind of tell that he doesn't like you. The way he was just looking at me when I was sat down, I kept just looking at him. And he just had a bit of a scowl on his face. Even when he got a goal back, he just didn't look happy at all. And he was another one of those lads that just doesn't look happy the whole time. So I made sure to do a tactical job. I made sure to very much set out some very specific tactics. And he set out some very specific tactics as well. And his tactics just kind of countered mine. And we ended up in a stalemate. So that was Bateson. That was Bateson in the other managerial chair. And I've got a lot of respect for the lad. I really do. And, you know, it was a different kind of introduction to what I'm usually used to. I'm used to, obviously, the lad saying the classic, hi guys, it's Bateson. I won't do the impression today because I'm not happy with that performance. But, yeah, so usually that would be that. But this time he just didn't want to shake my hand. And I'm sure he could have crushed my hand if need be. But luckily he actually spared me the honours. But at the end of the game, we did shake hands. And there wasn't a squeeze. So I think there is definitely a bit of mutual respect between me and my guy Bateson. So yeah, Gelson Martins passing down. Insigne falls for Julian Brandt. And he just slots it away. Bottom bins, 1-1. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Julian Brandt at the top of his form is a different type of player. So I've had Mbirchy Backhouse working very closely with him, just trying to motivate him in any way that he can. And Benji's actually quite a good Fortnite player, and Brandt wants to get some more kind of victory royales, so he just kind of played I think, some duos with him recently on this really dead game. I don't know if you've heard of it, called Fortnite. And they just basically played a load of games. He got him a load of wins. And Brandt got a bit lovey-dovey with the club. And he actually likes it again. And he really is fond of playing for the badge. Like I say, no badge. He was actually the lad that said that very comment. But, you know, he seems to have forgotten all about that, funny enough. And he's back playing at his very best. Just like Ash Ketchum being the very best. Got to catch them all and stuff. And that's what we're looking to do. We don't sign players anymore. We just catch them. We put them in a cage, like Insigne. Just about fitting a cage of him. We just shipped him off to the club. And now he's playing at his best. So, joking, of course. We had to actually buy these players. And that's, you know, if we could just put players in cages, then Lionel Messi, straight away. Big request. That's what we want to do. So, chaps and chapettes, we're getting ever so close. We are coming close now to getting that FUT Champions relegation battle going. And I say relegation battle because I got Mbirchy back up in my team and he's usually famous for back to bronze. And I very much kind of associate a relegation battle in FUT Champs as anything below automatic placement. So, I'm not sure why we've got B Backhouse working with us in the club, man. He's one of them mediocre lads that, you know, he just hasn't really got anywhere on FUT Champs as of late. And I'm sure he'd be happy for me to say that. He's actually chuffed right now listening to this. But he has been famous for being Mbirchy back to bronze from minute 1. So I'm not sure why he's in the tactical side of the game. But I don't know. I mean, maybe he could improve. I could see him improving. But we have got some other lads around us that are looking pretty decent. Like I say, Geezy Genius is an assistant manager. He's had multiple top 100 finishes on squad battles. So, you know, we were looking to delve into squad battles and look at tactical breakdowns and how all of those players in that kind of division work and all of that. And he was very much at the forefront of the tactical side of the game and everything like that. So, yeah, I mean, we've got some good staff at the club. Like I say, all of you investors and stuff watching, don't give up hope just yet. Like, we've got some good people at the club and people willing to give their life for the club. You know, it's not just like a normal club where, you know, everything's just kind of half-hearted. It's very much these lads are going in and these lads are doing it to the death until their legs fall off, until their boots are replaced because they can't get a good sponsorship deal anymore because we've been relegated from FUT Champs because of B Backhouse. I don't really personally want to be wearing Umbro trainers. But if it comes to it, then it comes to it type thing. And the players are ready to deal with that. So, Visca, giving it to your boy Julian Brandt. We've worked on these strats. Look at that. Free for your boy. That's all me. That's all me. That's not Julian Brandt. Because I told him to do that. I was saying, oi, lad, chip, I dare you. And it was a sick dare. It was a sick dare. They got to follow the dares. And it obviously ended up with a goal. 89th minute, Vinicius Jr. I just said, to be fair, this is all Vinicius. Because I did just say, you know what, lad, have a go. And we've got a fluky little goal to make it 5-0. You know what that means? You know what that means? Lads, chaps and chapheads. Not only have we got FUT Champions qualification right, we're also in Division 1. We're also in amongst the best. Now, like I say, board of directors, they're making investments, as you can see here. But for all of you watching, investors, everything like that, you can see the club is clearly going places, man. You can see we're going to hit the top of the game and FUT Champions is coming up. It's going to be sick. So make sure to tune into the next episode because we're going to be delving into some more squad battles games. You get to see how that went. And then it's FUT Champs. Powerhouse in the team. Everybody here relies on. First name is Lithium. Last name is... let's not be silly. Air conditioning is getting chilly. I'm just trying to play Where's Wally. Air hostess is trying to find my...
Portable electronic devices for messaging, calls or internet access may now be...
excuse me. Can I get a Jaffa Cake and a Walker's Bait?